Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chug Dude back. Got a couple things, little life updates, and all that good stuff. Maybe a little bit of a knife review, and I think I'm going to finish off with a little chug. And this is actually still kind of cold, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it that well or not. But I have lost doing keto and stressful work. On top of, I'm trying, I know that's like the trick word right there, trying to go to the gym after work. But, you know, I do 10 hours a day. Sometimes, I mean, just today I've had work for 7 days straight. So sometimes it can be challenging, especially after maybe a 12-hour day. But I'm trying to go at least 3 times a week, if not 5. 5 was my minimum until my workload increased so much. But I'm down 25 pounds, so that's a good thing. I'm down to 247. So my next small goal is 235. I'm doing kind of micro goals, and I'm not rushing to the finish line. I'm taking a pretty steady pace this time. I feel like I'm going to get better results that way and longer lasting results. It won't be, you know, one of those yo-yo dieting incidents where I gain it all back like I have in the past. That being said, I think I've talked about this knife before. This is the K390 Dragonfly by Spyderco, and I love the steel. I've been using it at work. I mean, it cuts everything, which, you know, it's like a knife supposed to do. It's supposed to cut. It's a little tool for cutting. I have found that this Work Sharp, I think it's called like a field guide or something. I forget the proper name for it. This is perfect for it. I've not properly sharpened this thing yet since I've gotten it, and I've used it and abused it. I'll usually, as soon as I start to lose the tiniest bit of an edge, I just take it across that rod right there, and then I strop it a few times, and it's back to hair popping sharp. The only thing, and I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on this camera, because it's focusing on me. Maybe I get the knife. But there is a tiny... No, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. There is a tiny chip there. No, I don't think it's going to... Maybe I can, like... No, it's not going to pick it up. But right about there, there's a chip. And that was just for me being dumb. I stabbed a can, like the thickest part of a can, to chug it, and it just chipped a little bit. I like turned it and everything. You know, just being dumb. That's not what you're supposed to use a knife for, so whatever. The one downside to this, and it's not a downside, I knew it getting it, is that this is not a stainless steel. And I've heard online guys being like, oh, this thing didn't rust on me. You know, you must be doing it wrong or something like that. But this has definitely rusted. I am a big, chunky guy, and I sweat a lot. And there was a day I pulled this out of my pocket, and the side facing my body was just beaded with water and sweat. And, like, condensation probably. And you won't be able to pick it up in this video because of lighting. But there is definitely some patina going on and some rust spots going on. Right there. Might be able to see that little chip there too while we're at it. Anyway, I like this knife a whole lot. I'd love to get one in LC 200N. I think that would be my optimal steel for my lifestyle and what I do and how much care I take with my knives. I'm pretty rough with them. I don't feel like I would have to... I'm not the kind of guy who wants to obsess over a knife and clean it constantly. So I was like, what knife can I get that is comparable to this? This is a very, very small knife. What knife can I get that is comparable? And I thought, I've already have one. It's the... Let me pull it out. It's the Kalashnikov. Mini Kalashnikov in Tonto Point. And they're pretty comparable, you know what I mean? This is, I'll say, probably not as good of a heat treat as like what Cold Steel does in, I'll say, but it's still a really good knife, and I don't feel as bad beating this one up. This one was like $30. This one was $100. So you know, $100 sometimes for some people doesn't break the bank. I understand that. But to me, you know, this is not a big knife for $100. So it's like, should I abuse it? Should I use it and abuse it? But I found it's held up to my abuse. And the thing with this knife is it dulls very, very easily. The quality is alright. You know, it doesn't have a sharpening choil. It's not sharpened all the way down. So you got a big chunk there, which just kind of makes it weird angle for sharpening the knife. But, you know, it's a fun little knife. And I don't feel bad beating it up at the price point. But I was like, I need something maybe a little bit better, around the same size, something comparable to it that's not going to rust as bad. So I figured I'd pick up a different knife. It's not that much bigger than this one. You know, I had to settle a little bit. I did go up in size, very small amounts, very minimal, nothing to write home about. You know, it's probably slightly bigger than my what is that, American Lawman, which is around here somewhere. Anyway, I went up slightly in size. So this is just for comparison. This is the Dragonfly by Spyderco. I know I'm repeating myself now, beating a dead horse. And the knife I decided on, put it in the comment section below if you can guess it. And you'll win nothing, because, you know. But, you know, you'll have my respect. So I went up in size just a touch. Let's see if I can get it. Here we go. So this is what I decided on. It's not that much bigger. Still pocket friendly. Still small enough, inconspicuous. I can cut open boxes with it. And like I said, it's not that much bigger, really. You know, if you're looking at the grand scheme of things, it is still very a palatable knife. It's not offensive if you pull it out in front of people. You know, I mean, if you pull it out, it's not that much bigger. You know, it's pretty much the same knife. I don't know if this one will chip as easy. I'm not sure. Probably, it might, it's, you know, it's probably, I can't even say that. I don't even know if it's a tougher still. This is Osate 10. And this is K390. But this is stainless, I believe. And it's not going to be as prone to rusting. And I live in a humid environment. I need a small knife so I can do little small chores, cut open little tiny boxes at work. When I pull it out, I work in an office, you know. You don't want to pull out something too big. People freak out about everything nowadays, you know. So I figure I pull this out, people aren't offended that much. I pull this out and they're, you know, same thing. They're not that offended by it. But yeah, this is the Espada XL. Don't know why they call it an XL. You know, your guess is as good as mine, why they would call it an XL. I think it's a typo, maybe, on when I bought it. No, I think it was a typo. I think it was supposed to be XS for possibly extra small, XP, extra petite, XM, extra minuscule. You know, so it's not that. Oh, another thing I like is, let me see. So this isn't even really a deep carry. You know what I mean? But it doesn't poke that much out of the pocket. This doesn't poke out of the pocket that much either. So you can see there, it's pretty much the same thing. Get it in the light a little bit, you can kind of see. And, you know, it's really small enough to work on those finer tasks that I have at work. A lot of times I have to scrape off labels. So this is perfect for scraping off labels. Anyway, I recommend this knife. It's a cold steel knife. I know it's not Spyderco. I know Spydercos are fancy and they're more slicers than other things, but please just give cold steel a chance. Very pocket-friendly knives, very robust, durable knives. Just give them a shot. Let's see. Super easy to open. You know, can't do that with the Dragonfly. Can't do that with the Dragonfly. Can't be done with the Dragonfly. You know, and I'll give you $1 if you can. I might take that back because I don't know if this video is going to explode or anything. And all of a sudden I owe like a couple of people more than $1. You know, I'm not willing to cough up barely $1. So, if you get a chance, check this out. I got this one from Blade HQ specifically. Cool thing about where I got the Dragonfly from, Knives Plus, they didn't do it with this one. So it's kind of a bad example. But I also got a Police 4 from them, and they put on their own little sharpening choil, which is neat. I like that. Maybe I'll show that in a different video. But I do have a slightly smaller knife. This is a Voyager XL, just for another comparison. Again, XL, I think that's just marketing, to be honest. They're trying to sell knives here, guys. This is a business. So the marketing, smart marketing if you ask me. But as you can see, it is slightly, just a hair smaller. You know, I mean, we're really splitting hairs here. You know, a lot of hairs involved. Anyway, it wouldn't be a regular video of mine if I didn't do a chug, right? So, oh, it's still cold. I knew I was trying to buy time because it was still cold. Anyway, this is a Powerade 0 sugar sports drink. So I'm doing keto, and this is only less than 1 carb. 0 sugar. So, what is it? This is 28 fluid ounces. Oh man, it's not even a quart. Oh well. No, just pretend it is, right? No one has to know. So here we go. What is the flavor? Great. Cool. I like it. Make sure to hit that subscribe, like, check out. There's a couple channels I want you guys to check out. Love Jimmy Slash. Great guy. Really into knives. Best thing about Jimmy Slash is he is into any knife. And there's so many knife snobs out nowadays where they're like, well, I don't like this knife, or I only use buck knives, or I only use Benchmades, or I only use this or that. Jimmy will drool just as hard over a $2,000 Demco as he will over, you know, a cheap knife from Walmart. A knife's a knife, you know, and he can find excitement in any knife, except for maybe Spyderco. I think he's got a little bit of the thing against Spyderco. That's okay, though. We can forgive him for that. Also, who else is there? Choir Boy Cutlery. That guy's dope. He's funnier than me, so go check him out. Cool King Logan. This kid probably has one of the most positive attitudes in life. He's a young kid, loves playing video games. His probably has the most positive comment section on YouTube. And I'm not joking. I don't think I've seen a negative comment in there. And don't be a jerk and go in there and post a negative comment. Cool King Logan is one of the coolest kids on the planet. You gotta check him out. Anyway, here we go. Bottoms up. That's a brain freeze, man. Ooh, that's what I have to give it up to Badlands. His ability to, I think I can chug faster than him, but his ability to chug cold products is insane. Anyway, I appreciate you all stopping by. Maybe I'll be more consistent. I should be getting a computer soon. Again, if you get a chance, small company called Cold Steel. They did trade, you know, it's different owners now, so who knows how the quality is going to go downhill. They might try to go and make this thing a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? Who wants that? This thing is beautiful at the size it's at. You know, it could, you know, actually it could be a little bit bigger. Again, if you get to check out one of these knives, you should do it. If you can check out one of these, you should do it too. Take care, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. And take it easy. But don't be sleazy.